If you think the compact camera market is slowing down, you are looking in the wrong direction. Because right now, something is happening behind the scenes that could completely change what creators expect from pocket-sized filmmaking gear forever. For years, one company has dominated this category. The DJI Osmo Pocket 4 became the go-to camera for travel creators, vloggers, and filmmakers who wanted stabilization, portability, and quality in one tiny package. And honestly, DJI earned that reputation. But then this showed up. The Insta360 Luna Ultra. And after spending time with it, I genuinely think this is the first camera in years that could seriously challenge DJI's dominance in the compact creator market. Now, before we go deeper, I need to make something clear. There are still things I cannot fully reveal yet. Some features are still under embargo, and the unit I tested is pre-production hardware. But even with those limitations, this camera already feels like a major shift in the industry. Because Insta360 did not just make another action camera with a gimbal attached. They completely rethought what a creator-focused pocket camera should actually be. The first thing that stands out is the design. At first glance, yes, it looks familiar. Slim body, compact grip, stabilized camera head. Anyone who has used a pocket-style camera will instantly understand it. But the similarities stop there. Inside this thing is a dual-lens system that changes the entire shooting experience. You are getting a large 1-inch primary sensor paired with a dedicated telephoto lens, both tuned with Leica-calibrated optics. That combination gives creators something we have almost never had in a camera this small: flexibility. You can shoot wide cinematic scenes, then instantly switch to tighter compressed shots without relying on ugly digital zoom. And according to the current information, the camera can achieve up to 6x lossless zoom through a combination of optical hardware and intelligent sensor cropping. That is a huge deal for travel creators, documentary shooters, and anyone filming subjects from a distance. But specs alone do not matter if the footage falls apart in real-world use. And honestly, this is where the Luna Ultra surprised me the most. The color science feels dramatically different from older Insta360 cameras. Skin tones look warmer and more natural. Highlights roll off more smoothly. The footage has depth to it. And a huge reason for that appears to be the partnership with Leica. A lot of companies throw famous branding onto products for marketing. This feels different. Leica's influence is visible in the rendering itself. The image has a more cinematic character, especially in mixed lighting and low-light scenes where compact cameras usually struggle. And speaking of low light, the 1-inch sensor paired with the rumored f/1.8 aperture gives this camera a serious advantage. More light hitting the sensor means cleaner shadows, softer background separation, and better overall image quality in darker environments. But the feature creators are probably going to care about most is the introduction of real 10-bit log recording. Insta360 calls it iLog, and this is important because creators have been asking for proper professional color profiles from compact cameras for years. Real log footage preserves more dynamic range and gives filmmakers much more flexibility when color grading in post-production. That means you can push the footage further creatively without the image breaking apart. And based on early footage, the dynamic range looks incredibly strong for a camera this size. Bright skies, dark interiors, nighttime scenes, the camera seems capable of holding detail in situations where smaller sensors usually fail. Then there is the stabilization and tracking system, which honestly feels borderline ridiculous at times. The camera locks onto subjects incredibly fast and maintains tracking smoothly while moving. For solo creators, that matters more than people realize. Good tracking can completely remove the need for a second person behind the camera. Now here is the interesting part. This is happening at the exact moment the DJI Osmo Pocket 4 Pro is preparing to enter the market with its own major upgrades. Rumors point toward dual cameras, larger sensors, better dynamic range, smarter AI tracking, and improved cinematic video features. So suddenly, for the first time in years, DJI might actually have real competition. And that is fantastic news for creators. Because competition forces innovation. The result is that we are getting cameras with features that would have sounded impossible in this form factor just a few years ago. Dual lenses, optical zoom, cinematic color science, professional log recording, advanced AI tracking, detachable modular components, and potentially even 8K recording. Pocket cameras are no longer just casual vlogging tools. They're turning into legitimate filmmaking systems. So should you buy one? Honestly, if you already own a recent pocket camera, I would wait and see how these next few months unfold. This category is evolving incredibly fast right now, and the cameras launching this year could completely reset expectations. But if the final production version of the Luna Ultra delivers on what these early demonstrations are showing, then Insta360 may have created one of the most important creator cameras of 2026.